What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here. That's today. I'm doing another What If. Basically, I had to just take up some rest still, but yeah, I'm not sick anymore. I was for a while. I didn't actually, well, pretty much I didn't actually do anything besides just play around and made sure I was live a couple of times. So that way you guys could at least watch something. But anyway, without further ado, here it is. Where we last left off was basically Eren, or Madara Eren, now just call him Eren. He took down, well, he didn't take down, but he at least showed a lot of firepower towards fighting, well, the Titan, or the Colossal Titan. But while that happened, it was gone. He didn't know where it went, and then he found out that other people were needed to fight the other battles. So when that happened, Eren decided to just go with his squad. Mikasa just tells him, well, she says that, you know, she tells him to be safe and all that stuff, but she does protest at first, having Eren just use one of his Sharingan, well, just to place a little genjutsu on her, to calm her down at least, due to the fact that she needs to be more narrow-minded in this situation, because her wanting to just be with him, he understands this, by all means, but the fact that this could actually, well, ruin them, yeah, Eren does talk sense into her for a while. But after all that, and not only that, you know, a pat on the forehead, he just goes. She says that he should not die. Eren says, I wasn't planning on it, but I do appreciate what will happen after that. Now, the thing with that is this. Eren does, how would I say this? He does still get hurt, but in a different way. While running around, other people were getting hurt, so he summoned 3 shadow clones. After that, they helped out, but there was one person that still ate Thomas. In the very end, there was nothing that they could do about it. Not only that, Armin was still attacked, but the thing is that Eren, while using the mobility gear, or the ODM gear, well, the thing about that is, Eren, how would I say this? He got the string pulled from one of the Titans, and it literally slammed into a wall head first. He did sustain a massive concussion, and the other clones, well, one of the clones was starting to fade away, while another one just completely just died off. Now, the girl in the anime actually was helping out Armin in this situation, but in a different way. And how that happened is she tried to cut the freaking Titan's neck, but she didn't do a thorough job, which led the Titan to smack her away. And not only that, I think there was one more character who just died off. So basically, more than one, at least 2 people died. I think except for the chick, because he switched places with Eren. But doing so, she still possibly is injured to where she won't be able to be like mobile for a while. So, how would I say this? After all that, Eren and freaking Armin, well, he had to save Armin, and Eren had to deal with one of the other Titans. All he did was just pretty much got his whole freaking, he got his legs just bitten off. And all he can do was try to, like, climb. But he was just swallowed after all that, so same thing, but different. It was different, but the same. And here's the thing that I'm going to do. Eren gets so mad, and the fact that he does unlock something within himself to become a Titan, but it's different. It's a different Titan in general, but not different. It's mostly the same. Eren's hair is the same. Is kind of different, being a little bit more longer. Not only that, this Titan can actually speak, but not speak. He can just somewhat make this weird noise. And not only that, the first time this happened, Eren was on a rampage, destroying everything that was remotely Titan, mostly Titan, but it still had the same effect. That's what I'm trying to say right here. So, the reason why some of the others weren't saved right away, or this wasn't a fast mission, was because he has the gunbai and the scythe, which you guys told me that you wanted, so I decided, hey, it's Madara's weapon, so it's not like he can't make it. The thing is with that, it could be done. Alright, it could be done. So I did that. And with Eren having that, that's probably the only weapons I'm going to give him. And the reason why he got bitten was because he wanted to save Armin as soon as possible. So yeah, he did risk his life, and by technicality, everyone thinks he's dead, including Armin. And the only survivor is pretty much that one chick. I pretty much don't know what's her name, but yeah, she's still alive. So, well, 2 out of 3 is alright. Well, technically 2 dead and 2 still alive. 1 is Titan, having a Titan formation, or a Titan. How do I call it again? A Titan something. A Titan. She's Titan transformation. So, Eren just runs and does the same thing as he pretty much does in the anime, where, how would I say it, Mikasa sees him. And I already gave you the story on what happened during the time where Eren saved Mikasa. So at least that was at least something. Oh yeah, not only that, freaking Titans, well, they still are attacking Eren, but the thing is, Eren is actually much more stronger and much more capable. And he still regains a bit of his memories. You see, the whole thing with that was a parasitical thing where they couldn't maintain any control. But this is someone with genjutsu prowess. Like, literally, he's going to be able to get out of that genjutsu and actually work his mind after he gets the idea of it. So he pretty much is in full control of what he's doing. And he realizes that his legs are still with him. Or that he has new legs. And not only that, the moment he turned into a Titan, or the moment he had hatred, he turned into the Titan. And that's when he unlocked the 3 Tomoe. But when the whole thing about him turning into a Titan, it literally required him to almost die, to actually get out of death 3 times, because he was forcefully trying to awaken his Mangekyo, which tired out his chakra pools. But the thing is, with him being a Titan shifter, he's regaining chakra, but in a way, he's regaining something, little bits. He's regaining little bits of it, so yeah. Oh yeah, not only that, with the whole thing of Eren somewhat shooting out fire out of his breath in Titan form, actually having little, like, lines on him, he's actually somewhat controlling his whole, like, rage state, which is actually going to benefit him, since his whole thing is fire, and Eren does make some symbols and then shoots out a big fireball to at least 3 titans that are coming his way. So, yeah, there's pretty much some backstory to that part, and that's what happens once he gets out of the creature. And once he unlocks his Mangekyo, Madara's thinking a lot of big things right now with this situation. And some of which is the whole, I'm going to become... I'll leave that for later. Just because I'm going to leave that for later. So, the whole thing with Mikasa actually finding out and being sad beyond all disbelief. And now they're in a pickle because they have to help out this one chick, which slows them down. So, yeah, her actually leading the charge as usual, but with much more, like, sense of pride. Or not sense of pride, but a sense of anger. Since the person who she cared about for a long time was someone who's stronger than her and literally protected her most times than not. And even though she was a worrywart, you know, she pretty much wouldn't care about her own life if it meant protecting the person that she loved. And there possibly is going to be multiple ships in this anime. As much as I think I wouldn't want it, I thought about it, and I thought, hey, why not? It's not going to be a harem, per se, but it is going to be a harem. It's somewhat different. It's going to be, yeah, I like you, you like me, and none of the people like each other at all, like, for the fact that someone has taken them. I don't know about Annie. I mean, a lot of you guys wanted Annie. A lot of you guys wanted Krista. Some of you guys wanted Ymir. I think a couple of you guys wanted Ymir. Some of you guys wanted Sasha. And I actually preferred, I guess, my first ever gay ship. Which, yeah, it could be freaking Armin. That's what I'm thinking right now. It's like, you know, if you guys think about it, it's pretty much a trap if you put the right dress on him. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. But anyway, Eren just gets out of his Titan form and pretty much is gasping for air because right now, he doesn't know how to breathe in that thing. For right now, it's just more like it's his Titans. It's his. How would I say it? He's connected to it, but yet he's not fully 100% possessed it correctly. Like getting out of that thing was like, was very weird at first. So not only that, Eren. I think Eren is going to be actually much more stronger in this. Like, since now he understands how this whole Titan thing, this Titan situation is. I believe that with Eren, well, unlocking his Mangekyo already, since, like I said, it took a while, but he pretty much just forcefully used it. His eyes do kind of blur a little bit, since right now it's like his Uchiha blood is starting to actually awaken. Even though it's been awoken, it's not like 100% there. It's like 50% there. But the thing is, with being a Titan shifter, you could regenerate some of the anomalies on your body, such as being blurry or losing a tooth. Like Eren did that with his tooth or his leg or something like that. I mean, it could happen. Don't get me wrong right there. But yeah, after awakening, and after Mikasa tries to find him, he literally finds Eren. And Eren has a bunch of symbols on him that no one understands. Now, keep in mind, he's still from the Naruto universe. He's thought about different things during those times. And a couple of things were, well, technically his gun by and his scythe. But he's kept a bunch of gravity. He has a major gravity seal on the center of his chest, where the mask or the face of the Senju or whatever thing that Hashirama had. Yeah, he had that on that part of the chest. And don't worry, guys. There's no there's no other face on his chest. But think of this: you have a gravity seal that's 100 times, well, that's 100 pounds heavier to at least a ton, or at least up to 2 tons. So the moment he is like, you know, like stretching and all that stuff in front of 4 titans that are about to attack him, he's still not doing nothing. And then he pretty much, well, how would I say this? He just jumped. He destroyed his he destroyed his ODM gear. And when I say destroy, I mean he completely just took it off of him. Because he said to himself that I am Madara Uchiha. I am not going to be held by a freaking device. And even though I have this Titan form, I will not let this be my weakness. He's going to train this thing into becoming the strongest it could be. But he's just slashing down freaking the Titans. Not only that, he's doing it at a fast pace, actually shooting out fireballs and lightning rods. And not only that, with the fact that he's learned a bit of Senju jutsu, or Senju magic right there, yeah, he will learn different things like wood release. Like, for a while, he doesn't actually have 100% wood release, but he gets the concept of it. I don't know why. I know it's a weird plot hole, but at the same time, I'll fill that plot with the fact that he does have a bit of like Hashirama within him in all times. Like, he still has that face mask thing that was there once he died. So his soul had a little bit of Hashirama. So he has a little bit of like ability to do that. Not saying it's 100% factual, but it's better than nothing. So with all of that being said, Hashirama does stay there and just starts fighting all the freaking people. And let's see, what else? That's a tough one. You know what? Madara just takes out one of them and actually gets eaten again. But the thing is, he actually goes and then he starts to freaking use water style, water dragon jutsu. And immediately, he's just using freaking water styles inside this one freaking Titan. And it literally overfills the freaking Titan until he bursts open. His spine just breaks in half for multiple pieces. And all Madara does is walk out. Other thing about the other 2 Titans, he pretty much took them down by just shooting mega fireballs. Like, really, there's nothing he has to do right now besides just making fools out of any other Titan. And, you know, Mikasa sees him. She pretty much hugs him, but Madara or Eren just smacks her in the head, just saying to actually go to your people again, because we need more people, and staying right there is not going to do anything. She gets upset, but she understands that, yeah, he is right. She's not going to get mad over that. The fact that Eren is literally telling her to do what she's supposed to do, what she signed up for. You know, it's pretty much a thing right there. So, probably 5 minutes after that, when he was supposed to actually be, you know, when he was supposed to get out of the Titan, nobody else saw it. So nobody else right now cares. But people do know that he is still the Titan that was there. The fact that Armin did have to give out a statement. He does go into the courtroom. Or no. No. Hold on here. Hold on. The freaking... Give me a second here. Anyway, like I was saying, what does happen is Madara will lose control of his Mangekyo because first day it happens, it's going to hurt him for a while. So right now he's physically weak. Jutsu-wise, he can probably maintain another great jutsu. Probably one medium one. And probably 4 small jutsus that he can perform. But this isn't to say that he's weak. By all means, no, he's not. It's the fact that he's super tired. He pushed his body to the absolute limit today to ensure the restoration of humanity. This man right here, even though he was a villain once, even though he was about to be the destruction of humanity, this is something now of Madara. He is going to be humanity's hope. Even though we all seen the rest of the seasons, we find out more about humanity. But isn't it safe to say that he is going to be the one who protects us, humans? That's what some people would say, or at least some people who know about him through his Titan form. But as the viewers, all we know is the fact that he's changed. This is no longer a world where he is the best shinobi. This is the world where he's the only shinobi. This is a world where he doesn't have any more choice but to destroy the Titans. There's no more scrolls. There's no more people that would give him the best challenge in the world. It's the fact that he's the only best of the best, regardless of what he was in the past. Now, Madara knows this. And the fact that he's done so much bad. The fact that now he's understand what he's done. If he could go back in time, he probably wouldn't apologize. But he would tell them that he'll never do something like this again. That's what he would say. So when he looked up in the sky, seeing everyone else getting mad and scared of him, all Eren could do is just look at them. Commander Fowler, or Prowler, or whatever his name is, scared beyond all measure of the fact that this man is what literally destroyed them. And the fact being, he's someone who's not very good from head-to-head and head-to-head situations because he's scared. He is scared of Eren, and this is all understandable. So, during that time, basically, sorry if you couldn't hear me. Basically, Eren was the one who looked at Fowler and says, I am going to be the one who destroys all the Titans. If you kill me, or if you attempt to even do it, I will show you no mercy. For my goal, and one of my goals for right now is to slay all the Titans. And this is when he just says, and I will rebuild the Uchiha clan. And this is when Fowler says, what is an Uchiha? And this is when he says, these are people who are far stronger than you. Far stronger than anyone else. Even if you guys try to kill me, I will come back even stronger. Count on it. And this is when he's pretty much having his eyes showing one to Moe. which even right now he can't even perform a good genjutsu. But when he saw what Fowler saw, his eyes were staring right into the center of Madara's eye. And he saw his eyes red, like the devil himself. And he yelled, telling everyone to fire. And this is when Madara basically just shoots out one final hope of attempt. This is when he summons an earth wall. After that, they all see that a wall was made. And other people are just terrified and saying this is the devil's curse. Or this is a titan, this is what happens when a titan decides to try to do something. He made a wall out of his titan something. Which all of us know it's BS. But this is when he just says, fire style. Phoenix flower jutsu. And just shoots it everywhere. And causing a whole fire attack to happen. This is when, one of the people just starts to shoot down a freaking cannon. And this is when he decides to, there's 2 cannons that I seen in the show. Or when that's at that scene. Probably 3, I don't know. And this is when Fowler's even more scared of the fact that Eren used his Titan form to grab that one. So, when all that happened, he pretty much just saw, they all saw what he was. And that's when the scene of when his dad just did that to him. He didn't know it at first. And to be honest, he is still a child. So I wouldn't expect him to just be all like, oh crap. So, how would I say this? He knew that who he was, yet he was scared to believe it. Madara knew who he was from the get-go, but he was scared of the fact of what he is. His kid self and his adult self merged together at that point. So, at his adolescence, now you can see the fruits of its labor showing. Eren Yeager is pretty much remembering what has happened. When he bit his finger, it suddenly healed even faster, due to the fact that some people say that senjutsu can actually have a little bit of a rapid healing factor. So due to the fact that he had a little bit of what's called Hashirama cells, or not Hashirama cells, more like Hashirama's soul, or a tiny bit of it, it kind of serves him well. So the fact that once freaking Eren decided to use Armin for like that, oh yeah, just help me out here. Armin did what he did best and talked about how strong he was. Not only that, how efficient this guy was at killing titans even in his human form. The best of the best. And they say, what happened to his ODM gear? And this is when Eren says, I no longer have need to use it. Believe me, I do not need this stuff anymore to kill a titan. Even if you say I'm a titan, this human form could take down all of you, and 400 titans at once if it wanted to. I have no need to boast, for I am strong enough to handle even one. With my bare fist. Everyone saw this, and they decided, this kid either is boasting or is telling the truth, but that's an accurate statement, if that's what he says. Or, no, he says this is an accurate statement, or at least, if I push myself to my absolute limit, this is as much as I can do. And this is when Fowler decided to say no. And Armin pleaded. Pixis said, Hey, ease up that hand right there. Don't you dare put it that fast. Don't you dare put it that fast. You put it down slowly. All right there. It's like, Fowler's like a little deer, which Pixis did say to him. It is kind of funny at times, but yeah, literally, he I don't know what hold on. I do not know what possessed Fowler to be a member of the Scouts, or of the Rose or what of the military police, because this guy is scared beyond all belief. It's far beyond scared at all. I don't know how he even survived and became who he is today. That is a miracle. But anyway, Eren said thank you, passed out, everyone did their whole thing, and the thing is, he rested for a couple of minutes and said that he's only a quarter of he's probably 10% he's only 10% like ready. And this is when Pixie says, what do you mean 10% ready? This is when Eren said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I have an ability to become even stronger than that of my Titan form. And this is when Pixie says, do you now? Oh, that'll be very fun to see. But anyway, we need to all talk about the plan. Eren says, no need. I already know exactly what you're going to say and what the plan is about. Not only that, I know full and well with my abilities, I can literally bring that boulder to I think Walmaria? Because the Shigetsu or Shigoki district? Yeah, he can do that too. He can do that too. And this is when Pixie says, wait a minute. I never even told you what I was going to do. Eren said, no need. I know exactly, and I'm willing to sacrifice my own life to actually get this done. This is when Pixie says, alright then, I'll let you do it. But, keep in mind, I gotta talk to these people. And this is when he does his speech, saying that anyone who's going to leave, you are not going to be executed, you're not going to be given the result of high treason, nothing bad's going to happen to you, you can go to your families. And then he just, I don't know if he implied this, but I think he knew what he was trying to say, saying, even if your family dies, you will not be blamed for what you've done. You will be recognized as a hero after your family dies. And this is when people are like, just, oh, fudge. Alright, fair enough, let's go. And yeah, everybody did feel that way. And I knew that, I had some people, what's called people back then talking to me about like, they're still soldiers, they gotta do what they gotta do. I'm telling you this right now. Fear is a thing. Fear is fake. The things that happen, the deadliest things, are real. Bad things can happen to you, but only you can fear it. People have feared the Titans before. The Titans are very strong in their own sense. Physically against the human being, without ODM gear, 99.9% of the time, a human can be overpowered by a freaking Titan. Now, humans are smart, yes, but at the same time, they're not going to win, no matter what, unless they train their bodies they train their bodies past beyond, like, if you train like Goku, you're pretty much set to at least take down one of them. 2, I'll give you that, but 3, no. But that's what freaking Pixis is trying to, say. Or not Pixis, this is what I'm trying to say. You have fear. Humans have fear all the time. Don't think because sometimes you run away, you're considered a coward. People have that reptilian thing, something in their brain that either goes fight or flight. Without it, we'd possibly be screwed. And if we didn't have that part of the brain and we can just always keep fighting, we would technically all die. So, that's what I'm trying to explain to this whole situation. That way I can give you guys an idea right here. But Eren does get ready and does get changed. He gets up and tells them that he's gonna go first. And literally just says that I'm going to at least eat something. Pixis says, just calls one of the soldiers and says, bring this guy possibly his last food, his last meal. And, you know, he just picks something like chicken and rice with a cold glass of water. And, oh yeah, when Pixis gave him the drink, he didn't actually spit it out because, no, Madara has drank sake before. You think Eren can't handle a little bit of whiskey? Whatever he had? No, he can handle it. We got this. But Eren gets upset with the fact that right now, since he's got to start from square one, he might as well keep going and just going and going. Now, give me a second here, people. So, I forgot what I was going to say due to something, and I need to actually cut myself. Sorry. But, the thing is, after the whole Eren has to run with Mikasa, they find out that Eren has no ODM gear. And they actually ask him a question. Rico telling him, why did he throw that away? And this is when he says, I can actually walk on walls. I can walk on water. I can jump higher than anyone else. I can jump so high that I can land safely without the need of ODM gear. And this is when they say, you're nuts. That's not possible. And this is when he says, what's not possible is the fact in this world, a human cannot turn into a titan, and a titan cannot turn into a human. Yet you have a human that can turn to a titan. Is there anything possible about that? And that's like, that's not the point. But anyway, you have to realize that you're going to have people sacrificing their lives. They're going to die. Do you not understand what death is? It's not something to be played with. And this is when Eren just looks at her and says one thing. I killed humans before. And this is when she gets mad and said, this is not a laughing matter. And this is when the eyes of Eren, this is when Eren's eyes actually shoot out just into his regular eyes. His regular eyes, and he says, I've killed a human once to protect a human. I've lost family. I've lost best friends. I've lost people who I could consider to be comrades. And you're telling me that I'm not able to feel that kind of pain? What gives you the right to actually tell me how I can or cannot feel about death? I've seen death so many times that it's pretty much normal. I've seen people kill each other. I've seen massive beasts fight. I've seen gods fight before. And you're telling me that I'm not going to be able to feel the pain that people have? Grow up. You're nothing about what you just said is special. All it is just advice that I've heard over the past. This is when she gets very mad, but at the same time she says whatever. And this is when she thinks about it, and she thinks, wait, gods? Massive beast? I know, is he talking about the Titans? And this is when she thinks to herself, well, who is this man really? But no one knows. So, he turns into his Titan form. And after that, Titans actually find him, since he already just was running. And the fact that he's wearing bright red, or at least the red that he usually wore. And how does he wear this clothing, you may ask? Well, it's more the fact that he has he has seals on him, and this one is just a seal that would actually make sure that he has clothes at all times. And this is his war clothing. The fact that he's wearing that, and Titans can see that, they know now that they're losing interest in this. So, after all that happened, Eren just started to run, turning into his Titan form, not losing control in this one, actually getting ready to fight. But Titans are already getting onto him. Mikasa, the only thing she can do right now is watch. She can't actually cut any of them, and even if she wanted to, let's just say somebody tries to stop her, or the guy with the blonde hair tries to stop her. But this is when Eren just gets very mad, and he remembers everything. The fact that they're all grabbing him. He's thinking to himself, is this the way they grabbed her? Is this the way she was dying? Surrounded by a Titan? And this is when he just decides to get even more mad, and just unlocks it. He already unlocks it, but at the same time he unlocks the part of him which starts to, it's like he has the keys to rev up, to start up the car and rev the engine, and his Mangekyo just shows up again. Him actually, what's called, in his Titan form, getting very weird. They see his eyes, instead of green, the brightest of green turn into the brightest of red. They see black parts showing, and then they see the Sharingan, which no one understands at all. Even Eren took a while to remember how the feeling was to see the Mangekyo, and he just says that this is weirder, because I was going to choose a different one, but there was none that I can choose, and the only thing I was going to do was give him, I don't know, since the last time he took Kakashi's Sharingan, and that's the thing though, he took his Sharingan a long time ago, or at least Obito's, so it's like he has it still, in a way. So I guess he has his ability, but at the same time he had his. But then it's reverted to Obito's, since he took one of his eyes, I think. It's a very weird thing, actually. I that confuses me up to this day. I got so confused into that, but yeah, I guess he has Kamui. But the thing is, his body starts to get even more... Well, I guess it's better if I show you. Give me a second here, people. Alright. So first, he turns into the bottom left side. Or the very bright blue one. The one that looks like a skeleton with horns. That is Titan's Susanoo X Titan form. Which is actually much more tougher, since it actually has something there strong enough to at least handle this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought of this in the first place. But this is when he turns into a second form. Now, there's different abilities, and there's always different abilities, but I'm actually going to make some. So, whenever he slashes, due to the fact that his main weapon will be a sword, he's going to use that. And he's going to have wings, but he's going to actually be 15 meters for this one. So let's play around with something, right? Let's just play around with this at first, okay? Now, due to him not having anything at all, he's just starting to attack. And pretty much a lot of the Titans can see bright blue thing, different, eat it. There we go, that kind of thing. But due to the fact that this is chakra infused blood and bones as well, it's very hard for them to bite into it. So Madara just grabs the Titans, grabbing one of their heads and just popping it. And after that, just stabbing one of its horns into the eyes of the enemy, smashing it into the ground. Not only that, pretty much stomping it. Now, other titans are there, but this is when he had a perfect idea. He uses one of his abilities, and give me a second here. So, after finding out that one of his abilities, through the Mangekyo, turning back time, yeah, I'll actually do that part. That's actually much more useful than probably anything, since literally you can actually now predict what's going to happen. But after that, he gets into this weird state after becoming the second one, which is this one right here. And after that, his body just starts to deform again, turning much more human-like. And after that, he turns into his armor. And while doing so, he realizes how his Mangekyo is again. It's pretty much the same thing. So it has some kind of like, how should I say it? He's at least confident in the fact that since he has his old abilities, it's better than not having any of his abilities at all. And not only that, it's better than just having, I don't know what, to be honest. But once in armored form, he grabs the freaking rock and actually does something. He throws it at all the other titans. And this is when they say that the mission was unsuccessful. Until they felt something. A meteorite. Small one. And it was riding all the way down to where it's supposed to be. Down to where that hole is. You see, in the story, it was supposed to be uplifting for Eren. But in this one, Madara's abilities help out more than other people may have not thought in, or people didn't think. Titans were crushed, and not only that, the wall was sealed. But now the other titans are attacking the humans, and he knows what he has to do. Throwing all 4 of his swords into the freaking crowds of freaking titans, slashing and, well, chopping off all their heads one by one, pretty much controlling the swords. And not only that, just running towards them, punching them, attacking them. Even when they try to grab him, it's no use, because Madara's a Titan slash Susanoo is too strong for even the likes of possibly the armored Titan. That's what's going through his head. And this is when he just attacks, punches, and destroys all the Titans that are there. Keep in mind, his own eyes are now being, his eyes are being run ragged. His chakra is still good. He gets out of his his attack, or how should I say this? He gets out of the whole freaking Titan form and Susanoo form, and pretty much lets it run by itself with the Susanoo only, because he can control it in a way. Just being a diversion, he just summons 3 other people. And this is when he just says, fire style, wind style, lightning style. And this is when he pretty much does another freaking, well, a small one, the size of the boulder that he had. And then this is when he just shoots out planetary devastation. But this is when a thunderous ball of fire with so much gas into it burns over and smolders the freaking Titans, pretty much leaving them dead. And after that, that's pretty much it. Now, Eren just passes out. Levi not being there to see whatever happened. But all he sees, what's left of Eren's Titan was the fact that he saw a freaking warrior with swords and shields. some weird clothing on him. And the fact that his Titan, whatever it was, looked blue and it was see-through. Not knowing what this was. Levi, I should say Levi, because everybody got a little upset with me calling him Levi. God, it was the same wording as well. I've seen, and probably I've seen this, but if any of you guys watched Fairy Tail, you guys know of a girl who can actually make words into items. Her name is freaking Levi, and I think it has the same spelling as Levi. So I could call, if that's the case, prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. Don't think of it as what they're saying in the anime. Just think of this, if they're both the same words, it's like GIF and GIF. It's basically the same, it's the same word, just different word, it's the different saying into it. It's a different pronunciation. Alright? I don't want to hear any of your crap, none of that crap, none of that shit. Let's just calm down, people. If I call him Levi or Levi, I'll call him that. But if that's if I'm actually proven wrong on how the spelling is on Levi from if Levi, okay, I'll make a little challenge. If Levi and Levi, if Levi spelling is the same as Levi's quote unquote spelling, then I get to call him whatever I want to call him. But if it's a different spelling, I'll call him Levi. Alright? Alright. So, after all that, Eren does go to court. And, well, he does get stopped. And he was told the question, what does he want to be? And Eren just says he wants to be the demise of all the Titans. Plain and simple. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, when they saw the freaking rock falling out of the sky, they knew exactly that this kid is not to be messed with, or he has to be executed. So he has to be executed. Otherwise, yeah, they might die. So that they have so much fear because of that. Now, I'm going to leave it off here. And hopefully you liked it. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout with a Fear. But before I even go, I just wanted to say to those who still watch me, thank you. I appreciate it. I love doing this still. And I know I haven't been doing it. It's more of the fact that I have to go places. Not only that, I rest, and it's like so much hard work, and yet you guys are still sticking it out for me. I respect those who are there. And not only that, I'm actually going to, if possible, I'm actually going to have a play date for some reason, since I'm 21. The person's probably 26, I think. I'm actually going to talk to him since he's played video games and he likes anime. And hey, I might actually introduce him to the channel, so if you hear somebody actually talk if I do a video, and I don't know when I know I'm going to do a video to probably either on Tuesday or today, but not in the morning, because today I gotta go to work, and tomorrow I gotta go work at 5 a.m. in the morning. But I do know that I want to still do these videos. I like doing the videos, and one of you guys said, can I just patch if I'm ever going to patch it up with you know who? No, like I said, he's dead weight to me. If he fell, I wouldn't give two craps after all the pain and misery he's caused me. No, all right. So let's just let's not put this in any farther. Hopefully you guys understand. Like I said, he was a douchebag, and he's always going to be a douchebag. So I'm not going to. That's the reason why I'm not going to ever do a video with him or ever talk to him again. That's your reason why. What I just said is the reason why. All right. And this is probably going to be the only time that I ever talk about him, unless he talks crap about me, which probably happens all the time. But who knows? I really don't care anymore. I actually grown tired of it. I give no craps anymore, but you guys keep just asking me about it. Brings old memories. There were some good, after all, besides all the lies. But at the same time, there wasn't. I might actually do a video on it one day. I actually might do a video on it. Maybe you guys will understand my whole story, because it does sometimes bring me in this weird way where I have to remember it. So I'll talk to Patrick and all that stuff. Maybe I can find the comments that did it. I actually can't find the comments. I don't know why I can't find the comments. I can find the comments to other stuff. Somebody gave me a 6 out of 10. Like, literally a 6 out of 10. Saying, oh, I think he said 4 out of 10. He's like, 6 out of 10. This is how I report, this is how I will rate you. I'm like, wow. That actually, that sucks. I'm a YouTuber, not an Uber driver. Like, come on now, throw me a bone. But no, I have no hatred for that guy. That whoever posted that, it's nothing. It's just, that's his opinion. I actually respect it. But hopefully I can at least find one of these damn things. Otherwise I feel like some kind of crazy person. But yeah. This has been the Fallout with a Fear. Bye.